Hello everybody and welcome back to another Make Me Ramble video. I'm doing this video at night, guys, which is a little bit weird for me. Normally I'd prefer to have some wonderful natural daylight coming up from my skylight over there, but I'm having to make do with these lamps, so I do apologise if this video turns out like utter shite. But I think that I've got the wall lamps there directed at me, so my visage is lit up appropriately. Yeah guys, I've got to ramble about a couple of things. Because I'm becoming quite aware that there's an awful lot of orc stuff going out there, guys, and some of this rambling is actually to do with all the orc content coming out and the monotony of it all. I just want a bit of advice, really, or a bit of feedback from you guys, essentially. In fact, we'll dive right into that now. Actually, I've got a vapey thing as well, by the way, just because I decided that for my New Year's resolution, I'm giving up smoking cigarettes. So I decided, I don't know, let's get myself one of these. And in truth be told, I got this on New Year's Day, and I haven't actually touched a legitimate cigarette once. And it's brilliant. It's really, really good. There's a random fly in here. How is that possible? It's so cold. Hence why the epic Marvel dressing out of epicosity is back, but it's too hot to put that up, but too cold to kind of be in here for a long time, so we're going to see what goes on, and I'm rambling again now. But yeah, so I've got a new vapey thing. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I am fire. I can pretend that I'm Smaug, for fuck's sake. Enough of that. Let's put that away. But yeah, so I've been off the cigs for like 5 weeks now, which is pretty good. On the road to quitting for good, which is brilliant. But anyway, so yeah. The monotony of the art videos. Obviously, I get to see things like the analytics and the views and stuff like that my videos have had, and obviously certain ones get higher views than others. Obviously, the orc stuff is kind of tapering off a little bit. So I'm wondering, guys, is that because you are getting bored with it? I don't know. I've got a couple of ideas for a new kind of like section, which might be a little bit more fun, might be a little bit more interesting. Basically, what I want to do, I want to kind of do like a versus mode kind of thing. Where I take certain characters out of Warhammer 40k or even Warhammer. I don't know. I might do fantasy. I'm not entirely sure. And basically play a couple of turns against an opponent. Most likely going to be Mr. Pidge because he is much better with the rules and stuff. I'm basically going to have like a death battle between two miniatures. Now it's great because it also gives me the chance to paint something different. For example, I've got a Khan the Betrayer model, some other bits and bobs downstairs, just like that I was going to sell, but now I'm thinking to myself, I might keep that now because of the this little project. But yeah, so it would only be a short video. It wouldn't be like a huge, massive battle report. It literally just one-on-one, or maybe three players, all v all, whatever. Maybe one-on-one, because that way you get to see the rules behind the characters and you get to see how they play versus one another. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that, guys. In fact, here's the first thing you guys can help me with. I've obviously got Khan the Betrayer as my character. I don't have an awful lot of character models, you see, and it's great because again it gives me a chance to get some new stuff in. But what would you guys like to see? So for the first video that I'd like to do on that, Khan the Betrayer versus blank. You guys put in the doobly-doo down below what you'd like to see, and I will try and sort out getting one of those models for you. Because what I can also do off the back of that then, I can also do like a cool speed painting video as well, where I speed it up like 4 times the speed and everything. That would be really cool as well. So that gives some extra additional content off the back of that. So put down who you'd like to think. Khan the Betrayer versus blank. Who you think. Anyway, moving on. So I've addressed that. I've got a little list of ramble topics right here, which I rambled to myself in my head the other day. In regards to the Orc Army is progressing exponentially. It is utterly ridiculous. I mean, for something that was supposed to be a side project, a small army, it turned out to be absolutely monstrous. Just so you guys know, in fact, the rundown of things I can't quite give you yet because I've not shown you yet on all of the mech shop videos. But there's more of that coming. There's actually some really, really cool stuff coming. And I've got a huge game next, well, to put it this way, I've got a huge game coming up soon, and I will link that game in the doobly-doo down below when it's like available and when it's out there, because Andy2D6 will probably be doing the battle report for it, which would be really, really cool. But that is, put it this way guys, I've got 3,500 points of orcs versus the appropriate of Space Wolves and Chaos. That's what the battle is going to be. It's going to be freaking huge. It's going to be mental. It's going to be awesome. Things are going to get stomped. Faces are going to get smashed. The Umis and the Chaos Umis, they're just going to get fucked up, basically. So we've got all that kind of stuff there. So that's going to be really, really good. But the army is massive. Speaking of which, I've got... obviously, with moving house and stuff very, very soon, again, I am not going to be able to afford a lot of new stuff for a while. So I thought to myself, what should I do? What should I do a project on? And one of the things that I actually have, if I can find it, I don't know where it's gone. Here we go. It's behind. Let me just move you. 1 second. So, oh shit, the bed. So guys, I don't know if you can see in this box here, but basically the very generous Spud Tate gave me a load of stuff a while ago, and I've got loads of bits and bobs in here, like half-done models, and I've got loads and loads of Space Marine bikes. I think I've got 1, 2... well, Space Marine and Chaos Space Marine bikes. 1, 2, 3... 4... 5... Find any more. 6, 7, 8. I've got about 10. I've got about 10 Space Marine bikes, and I don't know what to do with them. I say it's like, because there's a couple of things that I can do with them. Well, what I've got here. Oh shit! I need to move you guys again. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so I don't know what to do with all these 10 Space Marine bikes that I've got. It seems like a waste just to sell them. I mean, they wouldn't really get much money selling them, and I wouldn't sell them anyway because they were gifted to me. They weren't, I didn't buy them or anything like that. But I already have a little force of Space Wolves, Space Wolf bikers here, which are quite cool, and they're quite nicely painted up, if my camera would focus. But I'm wondering whether I should continue with doing a Space Wolf, like make like just a big Space Wolf bike army, whether I should do like a Nurgle bike army, or whether I should convert all those bikes that I've got, because there's a mixture of Chaos and regular Space Marines, whether I should convert those into Orc bikers and have like a Speed Freak army, because I've got a load of Deathcopters as well that I've not painted, not built, and I've also got a couple of like Orky Land Speeders that I did, so I was thinking to myself, that could make quite a decent Speed Freak army. So I don't really know. So what would you guys like to see, guys? Would you like to see a Space Wolf army made out of them, a Nurgle bike, like a large Nurgle bike unit, or would you like me to see those integrated into my orcs and stuff? Personally, conversion possibilities, I'd probably either go with orcs and Nurgle, although Space Marine Wolf bikers can be pretty good, but not as good as orcs or Nurgle. So yeah, put in the doobly-doo down below what you'd like to see on that as well. That'd be really, really cool. And yeah, it means I can get to converting again, which I do enjoy. I've got a lot of conversions. There's actually something on the desk down here, guys, which is really fucking awesome, and I can't actually wait to show you in one of the videos it gets on its own. It's really, really cool stuff. Yeah, next thing I'm going to ramble about slightly will be, yeah, Salute 2016. Who is going? I'm really, really... The fuck is this saying here? Okay, whatever, I randomly wrote something on here. It says, this, what the fuck, it says on this bit of paper at the back, this is my Warhammer. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I don't own a Warhammer. I don't think it's referred to, whatever, anyway. Balls to that. I've actually forgotten what I was going to ramble about. That's a bit silly now doing that. What was I... It's been a really convoluted ramble, guys. I do apologise. Oh yeah, so Salute 2016. Who is going, and should I go? I'm really not sure. I don't. It's really weird because last year I had such a blast at Salute because I actually had money to spend, but this year is going to be really, really tight for me with money. So I'm debating whether or not to go. Is anybody else going? that would make it worth my while to go. Is anybody going that's from up north where I am, that's travelling down south that want to hitch a lift with? I just don't know. I'm like, the trek down to Salute last year was just fucking insane. It was like a 6-hour journey on train and tube and on foot. It was just ridiculous, and it just took so long. And then it was great while we were there, but there was that ever looming presence of got another 6 hours back, and having to get all the tubes and stuff back, and all the it was just a right nightmare, a real pain in the ass. So I don't know if I can be bothered with the journey. If I was to do it again and I had money behind me, I'd probably go down, because it's on like a Saturday. I'd probably go down on the Friday, get a hotel, stay in a hotel Friday night, go up there whenever I felt on the Saturday, stayed Saturday night, and then come back on the Sunday when I'd obviously finished at the hotel and things. That's what I'd like to do, but I'm not sure. I'm undecided about Salute 2016. Really, I just don't know. I really don't know what to do. Trying to think of other Ramble stuff that I can think about. Well, another thing I did the other day, I don't know if anybody else has done this. Has anybody else ever decided to organise their stuff? Like, organise all their bits and things. Like, I have, I've got these little component trays. I think I might have shown you these before, guys. I might not have. I've got these little component trays that I've got, like, legs and stuff on. And I tried to organise a bunch of these the other day. And, oh my god, it was a nightmare. I nearly went insane doing it because there's that many little bits knocking around. Now, I keep most of my stuff on sprue, but there's some stuff that I just had. I mean, you guys do this, don't you? If you're converting something or you're doing a project, do you like find all your loose bits and go through them and then like pick the bits that you want to use out, or pick the bits that you think you want to use out and put them in little trays? Like, I have loads of like little trays and little tubs and boxes, and you know, there's a little component drawer full of like random bits that I've cherry picked and put in there for safekeeping for another project or for a project that I'm currently working on. But I had loads of them because I've done so many projects and stuff. There's loads of them just dotted around the place. I was like, right, this is ridiculous. I literally did not have a single surface that had nothing on it, which was really stupid. So I was like, right, okay, let's sort it out, and I did. Nearly went insane. But yeah, has anybody else had to do that? Put a thing in the comments and the video down below. It's just ridiculously stupid to do. But yeah, I do have to pack a lot of this shit up, really, because like I say, moving out, so I'm gonna have to sort out all these paints, this fucking mess of paints behind me. Like, I've got like a perfectly good, perfectly good paint rack there. Yeah, everything is down here, as you guys can see, just in a right old mess. But yeah, so one of the things as well is because I'm really messy when I'm doing my airbrush and stuff, like all my paints end up getting covered in airbrush off spray. So what I'm thinking, my plan guys, is when I come to pack my paints up to move house, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some cellulose thinner, just a little bit of cellulose thinner on a rag. And before I put my paints in the box, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rub the outside of it with the rag with cellulose thinner on, just so that it gets rid of the off spray that's on all these pots, and like one of the worst ones, because like, sometimes I can't even tell what they are. It's that bad. Do I have a really bad example? I'm sure I've got a horrendous example knocking about somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. So like, this one is AK Interactive Engine Oil. You can barely see what it says. I've got another one which is fucking awful. Oh, here we go. This one's ridiculous. My thinners. You can no longer tell that. You can no longer read the fact that they're thinners on there. You can just make out "osh" basically there, which is stupid. So yeah, so I need to give all them a clean. Like, my surface primers are the worst for it. Like, look at the state of that. That's ridiculous. I think that was supposed to be a light ghost grey, that one, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. So I've got to clean all that stuff, get all that stuff shipped up ready. There's just so much crap. I just look around in here and it's just like, oh my god, this is brilliant, because I'm going to have a completely whole massive fuck off room, guys, to myself. In the new house, which is going to be completely dedicated to Warhammer stuff. I'm not going to be cold. I'm not going to be fearing that the ceiling's going to cave in. As awesome as this room has been for the past year, it's getting a bit beyond the joke now, or for a couple of things. First thing, I don't know if you might not be able to see it over there. Let me just turn you. Can you kind of see that? What? Can you see that guff there in that general area? That is mould. That is damp mould on the wall, and it's even more horrendous under that beam there. It's just awful. So that's one of the things that I'm not too... Oh, you can see it quite bad up here if I just... can you? I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see it like all speckled up there. I'm conscious that I'm breathing that shit in as well as airbrush fumes and things, so that's not very good. I'm also terrified as well that the ceiling is going to collapse, because check this out, guys. If I can just direct the camera to the horrendous crack in the ceiling. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is! There's the massive fuck off crack in there, and it goes all the way over there, and then it comes down the wall, and there's a big crack there, and it's just a little bit on the ridiculous side, guys. I'm always fearing that something's going to fall on my head in this room, which is really stupid. I'm going to have to take my beloved plants as well, my beloved chili plants that I should have potted like months ago into separate pots, but I haven't. I'll have to do that next year. Ow! Tried on something really sharp. Ow, went right my toe. But yeah, so it's going to be exciting, an exciting thing moving. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like I say, in fact, actually, do you know what? I might open up. Shall I do this? Shall I say this or not? Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what I decided to do, because like I did commissions for a long while last year, and I kind of like stopped because obviously got a job and stuff, and never kind of took them back on. I know that I've got a I think. Well, I've got a client that might want one, but if anybody wants a commission doing, you know, like something. Excuse me, something really nurgly or something orky or something like that, give me a shout. Hit the Facebook page up in the doobly-doo down below. That's the best way to contact me, so write a post in there or send me a personal message or whatever you want to do. Just contact me if you want a commission, and I'll sort it out for you, basically. Yeah, so that might help me get some more stuff for the house, some new decorations, some new paint stands, and just something that'll make the room a little bit less untidy. I don't think of anything else to say. I can't really say. Oh yeah, when I did a while ago, I did the Mechanicus overview video, and I actually have more Mechanicus stuff than what I showed you there, guys. The first thing, for you guys that haven't seen the video, its own individual video, I didn't include my Mechanicus Land Raider Achilles, which is here. I don't know why I didn't include that, because it's a really nicely painted model, and I thought to myself, well, why the fuck did I do it? And it's part of it. And I also have a bunch of converted, like, Chaos Cultist-y type Electro Priest down there as well. I didn't include those, so I actually have 2 other units, so that is a freaking massive army. I do contemplate selling those armies sometimes, but I'm like, no, because that did win me gold. I think that I might not... I don't know. I'd like to do armies and sell them, but I just put so much effort in. I just couldn't bring myself to get rid of him. I mean, the odd unit and stuff, yeah, you know, maybe. Like, I've got a bunch of Space Wolf Terminators sitting down there. I think I've got about 20, 30 Space Wolf Terminators that I just wanted that I might just get rid of. Because, like I say, obviously, money's money and I need it at the moment. Yeah, the business and stuff is going alright, you know, it's early days yet, it's advertised. I got a bit down the other day about it, to be honest. Because I was thinking, I think in my mind, my impression was that I'd start this business and I had a really good idea and a little bit of advertising, and then word would get out, and then I'd have loads of customers left, right and centre, and I'd be chock-a-block for days and have appointments all over the place. I'd be having to backdate stuff because I was so busy, and it's just not happened yet. My expectations have just been completely shattered in that respect. So I was just a little bit on a downer the other day, really. I was just like, you know, it's not as I expected. I mean, if anybody else has got, you know, ever started their own business or anything like that, if they got any tips for advertising, service-based businesses as well. I'm not selling stuff really, apart from my own skills in IT and stuff like that. If anyone's got any business, you know, advertising techniques that are free or very, very, very cheap, I'll be more than willing to listen to them, because I just want to get it off the ground, really. Because the thing is that obviously moving into this new house with George before we get married and stuff like that, I don't want to be like number one on the dole in this new house. I just really, really don't want that. And I also don't want to be working a shit job that I hate. Part of the reason for me starting my own business was because I was sick of working for twatty bosses and absolute, arseholes of people. I didn't want to do it anymore, so I wanted to work for myself. And I'd really, really hate it. Nothing would just corrupt me more and turn me into a horrible, bitter old man, more so than I already am, would be to have to go and work a shitty job for a shitty boss, earning shit money. That would just destroy me utterly. But yeah, so any advice in that respect, guys, that would be much appreciated. I think, what should we, let's end on a positive note. It's a bit of a downer, that one. Sorry guys, didn't mean to burden you with all my shit, with my baggage that I've got. But yeah guys, so anyway, new videos coming out. On the orc related stuff, there is some freaking doozies of models. I keep looking at something on the desk down here and it is just freaking so good. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. It's really, really good. It started off as a project because I found, but I'll tell you a little bit. I found just a random rhino that I didn't need. It was like pretty much just base coated. It was just in my Space Lords box and I had no need for an extra rhino. So I was like, fuck it, I'll use it as something for my Dreadmob army. Use it as like a Mech Boy Junker or something. But it just turned out so freaking well. It looks awesome. But some trial and errors went with it, and I just really can't wait to tell you guys about it. It's so cool. Just sitting there looking all awesome and stompy and wow like that. That's all I can say. It's so good. So there's other stuff. There's something some of you eagle-eyed viewers might have spotted something in this video actually that has been redone, so to speak, so I can't wait to show you guys about that. I'll only do a quick video on that one because you guys have seen it before, and if you haven't, it's a freaking doozy, and hopefully guys, this is what will win me a gold in Armies on Parade this year. In fact, do you know what? I think I've said on Facebook what it is. So basically, I decided to repaint my Stomper. I'll give you this little tidbit, guys. I decided to repaint my Stomper to make it in line with these orcs because I dug it out of my parents' loft and looked at the paint job, and it was fucking awful. Just a really, really shit paint job. And I thought I did such a good job with it. And it's a crazy, I think, in the space of maybe 2 years, how your skills can just go mental. I think it does help the fact that I've got the airbrush now, and that is really helped me a lot, like to progress with my painting skills. But it just looks so awesome up there. Again, I'm quite terrified that it's going to fall off and kill me. But I've made some additions to it. I've changed a few things. I've given it a complete new paint job and some other little special quirks as well, guys. But anyway, so the Stomper, hopefully, because it's custom, like completely 100% custom, and it's mine. Hopefully, that will give me the edge in Armies on Parade this October coming. I know it's a long way off yet, but I always try and... There's a low-flying plane, apparently. But I always try and get all my armies and stuff done, ready, long before Armies on Parade comes around, because that way I'm not rushing anything and I've given it the best attention it can possibly have before it goes on display. But what I'm counting on is the fact that it's a big robot. Now, one of the guys that won a medal at Armies on Parade won purely because he had a spaceship, a crashed spaceship in the ground, and all the little kiddies loved it. Oh yay, a crashed spaceship. I'm not bitter at all to that guy. Actually, fuck off. No, I am incredibly bitter. But yeah, so he won a medal based purely on the fact that it was a crashed spaceship, and no one had a fucking clue that it was a Forge World fucking terrain tile that he just painted up to a average standard. So what I'm hoping is with the Stomper repaint that people are basically going, oh my god, look at that giant robot, that's so cool, and then bing 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 bing, vote, and then hopefully I should get at least a bronze or a silver. Fingers crossed. Yes! Oh my god, I can't wait. It's going to be so good. This Dreadmob army, I don't know how I'm going to display it all because we've got such big things. For Armies on Parade, I'm just not able to fit it in the entire tile. It's going to be so good. But anyway, so we've ended on a bit of a high note actually. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out the Facebook page in the doobly-doo down below in the linky link, and I will see you guys again. And don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe. Don't forget to share videos as well, because that's how the channel spreads and just basically how Into the Wolf Time reaches other people, guys. So without further ado, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys again. See you now and goodbye.